try to say your name as best I can. Wesley Korir.
Wesley Korir. Yeah, you have to roll the time.
Exclusive.
Wesley, how's it going, man? Thanks for coming here.
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
It's really good to see you.
Pretty
good
fun
to
be
meet you.
here and, enjoying being in Chicago.
Wesley Korir wins the 2012 Boston Marathon.
The Kenyan who trains in Louisville, Kentucky has won the Honda LA Marathon.
Headlines telling me there's a marathon race this Sunday. Are you going to run that? Or?
There is? I didn't know that.
Oh, you're just here for sightseeing?
Yeah. I think right now the most important thing for me is to be healthy, get ready, be here. I'm excited about.
Right.
Be here healthy and ready to go. And then get to the start line and run as fast as I can. And
you make it sound so easy. I just wake up, I run the race, and then everything's great. And everyone goes, wow, you ran it in 2 hours.
If you train hard, you win easy. That's my philosophy. Right?
I love the kid. That's amazing confidence. Yeah, train hard, you just win races. Do you have like a favorite cheat meal? Like when you go, all right, today I'm just gonna like have something I really am not gonna feel happy with myself afterwards. Like what is that food for you?
Pizza, definitely.
It is?
Yeah, I love pizza.
Do you like New York style or like do you like thinner pizza or thicker pizza?
I like thicker pizza.
Thicker pizza.
I like the thick the better.
Yeah, because if you're gonna pig out, you might as well just
I know,
eat
right?
a sheet cake.
And eat as much as you can, right?
Yeah.
But I like pizza because once in a week.
Once a week.
Yeah, I go out and defile myself and get some bad food.
I read that you would run 5 miles to school. This is the part that makes me laugh. Would run 5 miles back home for lunch, and then back to school and then back home.
And back home.
Did you hate carrying your lunch like while you're running to school? You could just eat it at the schoolyard.
No, but you don't carry lunch to school. That's why you come back home.
No, you can't carry.
No, but
like a peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, you just run it. But I came back home for lunch, eat at home, and then head back to school. I used to be that kid, that kid that does not want to wake up. So I always wait until the last minute.
Oh,
and then I have to rush to school, right? Before you get punished by the teacher.
My manager will tell you, I'm still like that.
My manager,
just ask, it's 11 a.m.
My manager will tell you, I'm still like that.
Well, we share that in common.
But so that helped me a lot because I have to rush to get to school so that I don't get punished. And I had to run. I had to run back and forth.
That's incredible.
So I ran about 15 to 20 kilometers a day.
Yeah. Right? So there's people, not like me, this isn't me, who in Chicago will like wake up, at 8:30 and then just get on a train for 2 stops and then just in a bad mood the rest of the day because the train was crowded for 2 stops. Does that make you laugh for how much you've gone through? And then people are like, it was kind of crowded.
I know.
Like, I don't feel sorry for you at all.
But it's a human nature.
Right.
Human nature, like we complain.
Yeah.
We're born to complain. Like.
What do you complain about? What are like things that Wesley complains about on a regular basis?
I don't know. Maybe you can ask my wife that. Because
she's like, I got a whole list of it.
She'll give you a list of it. But from my experience, even being in Kenya and being a leader, you find that once you give somebody something, then they complain, why am I not getting this? Yeah. Like you give somebody a book, he never had a book before, right? Like if you find a kid in the street, this kid has never had a book. You give him a book, he's ask you, why didn't you give me a pen? Right? It's a nature.
What? I just gave you a book, man.
Say thank you for
read the book. You don't need a pen to read.
I know, right? So it's a human nature. So when I see people here, like when I came here the first time, I used to get really bothered by people that complain like that. They complain about, I don't want to eat pizza today. You find a kid coming home like, Mom, why don't we have this? Why do we have to eat this?
Yeah, entitled Americans.
I know, but when I come from where I come from, kids do not have a choice to complain.
Right.
What you get is what you eat. What you get to wear is what you are thankful for.
See, this is what people like you watching this video right now need to understand. You're lucky, okay? No,
you're blessed. That's what I always say.
Yeah, that's really popular right now on social media too. People like the whole hashtag. But you on social media? Do you do Twitter and stuff like that?
Yeah, I tweet a lot.
You tweet a lot?
Yeah.
Oh man, I have to follow you.
Yeah, you have to follow me and get a lot of people following.
Oh, I can do that.
I don't have enough fans, but the key is just feel blessed with what you have. That's why I always ask my friends here. The reason why I always tell people you go to Kenya
Yeah.
Let's say you are Christian, right? And you want to go to a mission trip.
Right.
Sometimes when you live here and you say that I'm going to a mission trip to Kenya, you're expecting to go change Kenya. You go there, you're like, dude, I'm going to change Kenya.
I'm going to change Kenya.
You feel good about it.
Right,
but
right,
let
right.
me tell you, the truth of the matter is,
Yeah.
you go there, you'll be changed.
It'll change you.
It will change you more than
yeah.
you're going to change them.
Yeah.
Because once you get there and you see what they have and what they don't have,
yeah.
and you come back here and you see what you have, and you complain about everything, and they are there, they don't have anything, and they're happy, right?
This is a program that we need to set up of we just have to have white Americans go to Kenya and just be like, listen. I just think that should be a program. And then people come back and be like, man, I'm an asshole for thinking that.
For thinking that, right?
Yeah.
So next time, if you go to Kenya and then you come back, next time you won't complain that the
Yeah,
train
it's
is
just
crowded,
go to Kenya.com.
right?
You can just sign up.
Yeah, right.
I like that. I like you, Wesley. That's good. So let's say, so it's Sunday morning. You finish the race. This is 2 days from now. 3 days. I'm good at math.
I know. Which school did you go to?
I don't even. Michigan State. I know. We've had some good basketball rivalries, you and me, with Louisville, Michigan State.
Louisville, Michigan, yeah. With you all the time, you know.
That's not true. Roll the tape of the time Izzo beating Rick Pitino. So let's say Sunday morning you finish. What is like that immediate next step after you finish the race and you've kind of like cooled down and?
I think the first thing, if you win, definitely the adrenaline is very high.
Right.
Because I've won. You have never won, right?
I've never won. Okay. Yes, I have never won a marathon.
So once you win, if you win, the adrenaline is very high.
That's gotta be neat, huh?
It's enjoyable, right? The feeling of it is very cool.
Yeah, I won
the media.
6th place in a 5K once.
That's cool.
In a small town.
So you have all that media stuff. You have all those drug testing is a must, right?
Yeah.
You go through. You have to pee. It takes you about. Dude, you just finish a marathon.
Yeah.
That is the worst part. The worst part after the marathon
is going.
And you have somebody.
Things people don't know. You're thinking about training for a marathon?
And you have somebody following you everywhere.
Yeah.
And you have to be there for 4 hours, right? Sitting there, waiting, pushing to try to pee. That is the worst part. But to me, after that, you go maybe ice, get ice bath.
Yeah.
Try to get.
I go to Taco Bell.
And then I go to pizza.
You go to pizza.
I go look for the biggest pizza available.
Ice bath, pizza. I just go straight into a Taco Bell drive-thru. My legs hurt.
Yeah. So after I finish that, just relax. Enjoy the day. If you did well, celebrate. If you didn't do well, go to the room and beat yourself up.
Just go back.
Try not to kill yourself
and just pace around the room, trying to pee and just hating yourself. Man, you make it sound like such an enjoyable. So what do you think about, Chicago has really great support for, it's like, it becomes a whole citywide, like, basically party for the people running it. How much of that do you see when you're running? Like, are you so zoned in to what you're doing that a lot of the, because I like a lot of friends will, signs and stuff. Do you see any of that stuff?
Oh, yeah, you do.
Okay.
It means a lot. Like when you're running and it gets, when you're running 26 kilometers, you need something to get you off the thinking of running.
26 miles.
26 miles. Oh, 42 kilometers.
Give yourself one credit. You're winning these. You need to know that.
So when you're running that far, those people help a lot.
Yeah.
So especially when they cheer, when they yell, and to me, I always love when you are running and then somebody shouts your name.
Yeah.
So when somebody shouts your name,
Wesley.
Yeah, go Wesley.
Yeah.
You feel like somebody cares about you.
And then you just like, what's up?
You're like,
you don't do that. You're like, I'm running.
You're like, I'm hurrying, but thank you though.
But you know where good pizza is afterwards. Any good deals?
Yeah. So those people really mean a lot.
Yeah.
They mean a lot when they come out and cheer for us and just when you go through that date. Places in a marathon whereby there's nobody, boring. Like, you feel like, when am I going to get over this? But when you get to people where people cheer a lot, you find even yourself running fast. There's something that happens when you get that crowd going.
Oh my God.
You find yourself
adrenaline just kind of
adrenaline just picks up, right?
Yeah.
So those people mean a lot, and I love when they come and cheer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you still on the point where like mile 21 and 22 like really suck, or are you past that?
No, nobody passes that.
Okay,
Everybody.
just making sure that's a normal thing. Because I get to mile 21, I go, would someone want to just like rip my legs off now because it sucks?
And this is one thing I want to tell all those people that are not elite runners or marathon runners, that once you get to 22, from 22 miles to the finish, everybody feels the same.
Okay,
the person who wins and the person who finishes last, it hurts. No matter how much you have trained, if you trained in Kenya, if you train here, you just feel like quitting.
But Wesley, here's the thing though.
Yeah.
So when I sign up for a race, it's like first place, you know, thousands of dollars. And then I go, that would be super cool to just like win money for running.
Yeah.
And then when I finish in like, you know, 21,000th
position,
they don't give me any money, which is a bummer. So how much of a motivation is it, like the monetary stuff? Is that kind of like a, hey, that'd be cool to win $50,000? What is the Chicago Marathon prize?
100,000 for the winner.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, it's a good check, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
But when you think, you come to work, right? You came to work this morning, and you come to work every day.
Barely.
You come to work every day. At the end of the month, you expect a check. Why do you come to work?
Why do I?
Yeah. Because
I love my job and the coworkers and the message of this paper. For the money, Wesley.
But also
I need to pay the bills.
You have to pay the bills, right? We all have to pay the bills. So that Kenya, let's take for example me, or a Kenyan who comes from Kenya. This is his job.
Yeah.
So every time you wake up in the morning, you come to work, and then at the end of the week, you get a check.
Yeah.
That guy does not get a check for the whole year.
Yeah.
He gets this check when he wins. Right?
Yeah.
So he has committed himself, because first of all, he loves running.
Yeah.
Second of all, he is talented in it, because you are talented to interview me.
Well,
right? You're good at it,
thanks.
right? You're good at it. So you get a job where you're good at it. So he's gotten himself a job that he's good at it by running.
Yeah.
So definitely he comes here, and everybody comes here. Those elite runners come here, the most important thing in their head at that time is winning. And winning is not because you want to get a medal. You're winning because of that check.
I do it for like the Goose Island beer at the end of the race.
And somebody like me does not need to lose weight.
No, you probably don't.
So the money really is a motivation. But for me, I found another motivation to do what I do.
Yeah.
Definitely, like, my foundation is my motivation. The people of Kenya, the people like the Kenya Kids Foundation, we're educating over 300 students. Yeah. So when I win here, the money goes to the Kenya Kids Foundation to educate 300 students and other people, friends of mine, who have contributed to sponsor me to run a race. Yeah. So that is now my motivation. Yeah. Like, because people are asking me, Wesley, you have a job, a full-time job as a politician, you're working, you're making good money, but why do you keep running? Why do you torture yourself? Keep running.
It's probably not torture for you, though, is it?
Because I love it.
Yeah.
But it's still torture.
Yeah.
Yeah. But why do you keep doing it while you can just get fat and, you know, be a fat politician with a suit, right?
I can't even imagine you getting fat. Like, what is that?
Yeah. But I ran for my foundation. I ran for my people. I ran for those poor kids. So once and the question is, the 26,000 to 50,000 people that come to run the marathon, and they don't get a check. So why do they run? Right?
I know. Yeah.
They run because
personal satisfaction.
Personal satisfaction, but also there's a lot of people that are running for charities.
Yeah, or for somebody who can.
For somebody who can. Yeah. So those are the key. Like, I always advise people that if you come to a marathon and you run without a cause, then you're chasing after the wind. Yeah. You know, you're chasing after the wind. It's meaningless to come to a marathon, torture yourself without reason. Yeah. So find a reason. When you find a reason that you're so passionate about, then that reason will get you to the finish line, no matter how much hurting it hurts to get. That person who wins, what gets them to the finish line fast, no matter how much they hurt, but they don't quit, is winning and getting a check. Right? Me, it's because I know if I don't run, if I don't win, some kids in Kenya will not go to school. So I have to win. Yeah. That's a pretty big motivation. So that will get me through 22, 23, 24 to 26 miles.
For sure.
That's what gets me through.
And then the greatest feeling in the world when you go through that finish line and you go, thank God that's over.
I'm done.
Also awesome. I just won. Yeah, and the last thing I wanted to ask you before I wrap this up too is, have you heard about Cubs fans, Chicago Cubs baseball? You know, like how big of a deal this is right now?
I know. Yesterday I watched it.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, and it's exciting, right?
Yeah.
It's exciting as a city to have a team that does well.
Yeah. So if I had to say into this camera right here, if you had to kind of address, let's say, because you know Cubs fans are this whole like fly the W thing is their big thing right now.
Yeah.
Fly the. What would you say to Cubs fans to remain hopeful that this could happen? If you were addressing them specifically, what would you say to them?
I think first of all, support them, pray for them, but also stay optimistic. I think you can do everything, and they can do everything through Christ that gives them strength, but also through your support, I think the Cubs can win this thing. And I believe in them. I think when I saw the game yesterday, I believe they're going to win.
Stop drinking so much.
And stop drinking so much.
Wesley, thank you so much for coming in, man.
Thanks,
I really appreciate it. Guys, check him out. Chicago Marathon this Sunday. It's going to be awesome. So
check out the KenyaKidsFoundation.org.
Yes.
And support.
Not a shameless plug because it's awesome.
Yeah.
Also follow him on Twitter.
Thank you.